Okay, I'm at my sister's house in Panama City, Florida, and I'm looking at some framed music and letters that are on the wall in her house. And actually, this is there's two letters. There's one letter there, and then a piece of music. These letters are written to my sister Patty Barker, right there, who lives in Doraville, Georgia, and still does. And were written in 1975. The letters were written by Guy Lombardo's manager, who is Larry Owens. We'll go into the content in just a minute. That's when the first letter was written, and the response, the second letter, that you'll find out what that is in a minute, was written on the 5th. So the first one was on the June 3rd. This is on June 5th, also by Larry Owen, the manager of Guy Lombardo and Guy Lombardo Orchestra. So, and we'll tell you what this sheet music is in a minute. So my sister Carolyn's with me. Tell me what's the backstory on this.
The backstory is that when we lived in Atlanta, when I was in high school, there was an ice cream restaurant there called Farrell's, and they had framed sheet music all over the restaurant. And I sat in a booth one time, and the music hanging over our booth was Freckle Face, You're Beautiful by Guy Lombardo. And I sort of had a fit over it. And Patty was with me in that restaurant. And she remembered that. And so, a little bit later, as only Patty can do, she contacted Guy Lombardo's manager to see if she could get an autographed copy of the sheet music. The original cover to the sheet music they could not find, but he was able to get Guy Lombardo to sign a copy of Freckle Face, You're Beautiful. And that's what this is. The original envelope and cover to the sheet music that this was sent with is hanging on the back of the frame. I've had it for over 40 years, and I finally pulled it out of storage and had it framed. I certainly appreciate it a lot more now than I did when she gave it to me 42 years ago.
Okay, so we were trying to remember all the music that Guy Lombardo did, but I don't think we can know all of that because it's a little bit earlier than our day. But what's the main one that we know him for? Old Lang Syne.
Old Lang Syne.
Yeah, for
all the
you're on video here. Your audio is. So the first letter. So she writes. My sister writes to the manager of Guy Lombardo, and he says, "What? Yeah.
Don't cut out her address."
Yeah, you're right. I don't think she's going to care that. I've just called the publisher of Freckle Face, You're Beautiful, and they will see if they have a copy at their warehouse. It will take a few days, and it's only a chance of getting it. It was published by, and then it gives the M. Whitmark and Sons in 1934. As soon as I hear from the publisher, I'll let you know. And this is interesting. Back in the day when they actually used typewriters, what is that right there, Carolyn?
That is, I don't know what the term for it is, but it shows that he was typing his own letters, because used to, when you had a secretary, they put your initials in caps and then their initials in lowercase that they typed it. So he was doing his own typing, so he sat down and typed those letters himself.
That's cool. Oh, that's cool. So then just a few days later, which in my view, this is just how they did it back then. They didn't wait around. So, and there was no computers. This is all them just doing diligence on what they said they would do. And this letter says, the best I can do, this is my letter back to my sister a few days later. Best I can do regarding the song you requested is enclosed. Let me read that again. The best I can do regarding the song you requested is enclosed. This copy came in the mail this morning with a note saying that they do not have the original cover. However, I had Mr. Lombardo autograph this copy for your sister, who's with me now doing this interview. I hope that this will prove satisfactory. That's just cool how people back in those days, I think, would just get on it and
And
do stuff like
Guy
that.
Lombardo died 2 years later. He died in 1977, which was 2 years after this was done.
Wow. So one more shot. There's Guy Lombardo's. That's the original. His original. That's not a copy. That's his actual.
That's his autograph.
Yeah, an original autograph. Happy
To
birthday.
me.
Yeah. And best wishes. Okay, so that's cool. I just thought that was neat. That's the end of that.